together when you're feeling alone. Make you feel happy, remind you of home. Make you wanna get up, get out and go.
So you guys, today we're going to talk about pruning roses. And this is my good friend Dory, and she's like the master of all things, but she's going to walk us through rose pruning today and kind of break it down to easy steps, because I think rose pruning can be very scary sounding. Intimidating. Yeah. Yes, but it doesn't have to be, especially for a home, like an average homeowner that just wants beautiful flowers.
When pruning, you want to have a few tools. One of them is a bypass pruner, and it'll cut like you would scissors, a pair of scissors. And then also the same thing goes for loppers.
So Dory, bypass pruners, the blades pass each other. The other type of pruner
is an anvil.
And what does it do?
It crushes the stem.
So this blade would hit the bottom.
Yes, right? And then it would make a clean cut. Anvil pruners just kind of crush it, and so then they don't make a clean cut.
So like an anvil would be better for maybe dead wood?
You wouldn't even need to use it.
Okay, so just bypass pruners.
Yes.
So
just overlook the whole anvil pruner thing.
Okay, so bypass pruners. We got two sizes. We got a little hand one, and then we've got a bigger one, so you can get more leverage, or if you have a bigger stem or something. Correct? Yes,
anything bigger than about the size of your finger, you would want to use the diameter bigger than your finger. You would want to use like loppers, pair of loppers. Okay. First, we're going to remove anything that we have around the base of the trunk of the rose, so that we can see where we're going to prune and figure out the shape that we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to look to see where is the dead, because that's what we're going to remove first. However, if you look closely, you can see that this looks like it's dead down here. However, it's alive up at
So
the
if you
top.
follow the branch up, we can see that it's a different color. It's still growing. It's still alive. It's got little buds.
Right.
Okay.
However, we don't want it to be going back into the base. Yeah. So we want it to come out and be more of a vase shaped. So we'll show you what we're going to do. First, let's just get rid of that.
Okay. So when you get rid of it, do you cut anywhere on the branch?
No.
Okay.
So when you're removing anything dead, as you can see what happened last time they pruned, they left this little stub right here. You never want to leave a stub. You want to make sure that you completely remove that.
And you don't leave the stub, because then it just dies and sits there as a dead piece.
Right, and that's where all the diseases and insects get in.
Okay.
So we just removed that stub. However, we're going to take this whole cane and we're going to take it all the way down to the ground.
And that's because it's growing back. It's crossing in. We don't want it that way. We want the branches to come this way.
Exactly.
Okay.
We want it to go out towards the light.
And you're using your loppers because it's bigger than a finger.
Exactly. And we're going to take it down to the ground. Okay? So we've removed that one. Now we can see a little bit better in, and we have more dead.
So it's easy to find dead because it looks really woody, right?
Yes.
Like it looks like a piece of wood where
it's usually dark.
Green.
Yeah, it's usually dark. I mean, you can see it's black, even gray. Whereas the good wood, or the good canes, are green.
And they've even got, like, if you look close on there's like little buds that are alive, like you can tell it's living, whereas like this piece, there's nothing, and it
snaps right off. So we're gonna go and find out where it goes down so that we can make that cut again.
So we're gonna go in and remove that dead piece, and you can see like it's super easy to cut. Nice and dead. Okay, so it's looking tons better just taking out the dead.
Yes.
Already. Like it looks more manageable.
Right.
So
we can tackle this.
Is there like a rule? Do you want to leave so many canes?
Usually, yes. Yes, you always want to leave about 6 to 8 canes.
Okay. So
then canes are the branches that come off from the base. Okay. And so you want to go in and just count them and see how many you have.
So we have like about 5 left. So I think we're probably good.
We're good
with taking stuff out as far as main branches.
Right.
Okay.
We're done with taking out the canes. And so now we can come in and figure out how we're going to get more light into the rose.
Okay, so light comes through the center.
Right. And
Healthy
so,
plant, bushy plant, good flowers.
yes.
Is that
Yes.
you do that?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's why you're going to come in and you're going to remove the ones that are growing right into the light. We
Okay.
want to open it up so that it will go out and get light wherever it can.
Okay, so
Okay.
so probably like a good way to say that would be maybe crossing branches.
Crisscrossing branches you always want to take out.
Okay, so things crossing into the middle,
Yes.
crossing each other, like this one.
Like this one. Yes. See how it's rubbed so much that it's formed a callus onto the
So
cane.
it's rubbed against this other one right here.
Uh-huh. And so it's taking the light away from this one.
Okay, so we're like, okay, we want to cut out this branch.
Yes.
What do we do?
What you want to do is just go take your pruners. You want to go to where it is attached, and then just take that off.
Okay, so we don't want to like come out and leave like a big branch and cut it.
No, because what that branch is going to do is it's gonna interfere with this one.
Okay, so we're just getting rid of that branch
Yeah.
all the way back to the main stem.
Yes. Okay.
So we're just gonna keep doing that throughout the plant. Like here's some more crossing ones.
Right.
Are we gonna
So
worry about those now, or?
yes, you're gonna. So the easiest way to do that is to just come in and take that one off, and we'll take.
This
and
one does have a.
It does have a bud. So yes, we could do that.
Okay, so there's something on roses. What are they called? Bud breaks?
They're called nodes.
Nodes. Okay, so you have this little node.
Uh-huh.
So if I make a directional cut right above this
Right.
node, it's going to send this out growing this way.
Exactly. It's called a directional cut. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in, you're going to take that, cut it right above that node, and so now it's going to tell the plant, this is where we want you to grow.
Okay.
So we want you to grow in this direction.
So we could have taken this all the way to here,
yes.
but there was a good thing growing out the way we wanted it.
Yes.
So
So
another option.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. So now that we have removed all the dead, we've cut out all the crisscrossing branches. Now we're going to take all the branches down to about 18 to 24 inches from the ground.
Okay.
So we can look and see where can we do a good directional cut on this branch right here.
So directional cut again is looking for that little node on
Yes.
an outside
Yes.
so that it's not growing into
Back into the plant.
Okay.
Yes. So we can see that there is one right here. So we're just going to come in and we'll just do, you want to do like a 45-degree angle cut. That way, the water, any type of rain, any type of precipitation will just run down and not sit on top of that cut.
Okay, so we're going to do that with the whole plant. We're going to bring everything down.
Down. Bring it all down.
So we're going to look for nodes. So I come along here. Oh, I've got a node that's on this back side, which I want the direction, and then I'm going to make a 45-degree cut
Yep.
just right above.
Right. Yep.
Okay. I can do this. See, this to me looks like, okay, what do I do with this?
Uh-huh.
It looks really like hairy.
Yes. So just come in. Take down your height first.
Okay.
That way you can see what you need to do.
Okay.
And then once you get your height, then you can look in and see what needs to be done with all the little stuff.
Okay.
Start big, work down small.
Okay.
Okay? So just trying to figure out where the node is. We'll just say we're going to do a directional cut. We're going to say that that's where the node's going to be. Okay? I don't like this because it's in the way.
But same thing, like you didn't just like chop it wherever. You made sure you went down to where it would met it with another branch.
Right.
Okay. So we don't get that weird dead
You do
stump.
not. Yep. Do not want stubs. Okay. And then on this one, you can even take it down to another branch. Where the branch comes out, you can prune right above that branch. Since we removed the big, now we can come in and take out the small. So you can go like this, take that out.
So, Dory, when's the best time to be pruning your roses?
Here in Utah, I would start probably around mid-March, and you can go until about mid-April.
Okay. So if you're kind of late on pruning and yours has started to leaf out, is it too late? Or is
It's
it...
not too late.
Okay.
You just want to make sure if you possibly can, once you can see that the buds are growing and that are getting big, that's when you will know it's time to prune the roses.
Okay, so like right now we're starting to see a little bud
Yes.
growth. Got
You're
a little
good.
heat, a little warmth. They're
Yes.
waking up. They're against a house too, so they've got probably a little different. You know, they probably warm up a little quicker.
Yes, they do.
Okay. And we'll just continue on.
Yep. I think we're pretty good.
Yeah. It looks so much better.
It does. It does.
It's all cleaned up.
We have our before and now we have our after. You want to cut back
Here's a 5.
a leaflet bigger than 3.
Okay.
So 5, 7, you just want to make sure that you're cutting back to that. Whenever you have a rose stem, you have your rose, and then right below that, it'll probably be about a 3 leaflet.
Okay.
You don't want to prune there. You want to go right below that to your next node, which should have a 5 leaflet or even a 7.
So, and then when you go back and you do that, you make your cut.
Yes.
Does it matter if it's straight? You always want it 45?
I would always do a 45-degree angle.
Okay, so this, you're saying like the 5-leaf rule
Yes.
is for if you're cutting roses to have in your house to smell, if you're deadheading them after they've died and you're cleaning up your bush,
Yes.
anytime you're trying to go back to at least a 5-leaf.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. And the reason why you want to go back to a 5 leaflet is so that it will form a directional cut again, but it'll also tell the plant that it's time for it to put out more growth. And when you have more growth, that means more roses.
Okay. So that'll help your rose bushes continue to bloom.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Because if you just go back to a 3 leaflet, it'll stop blooming.
They'll be like, I don't need to put out any more flowers.
Right. There's no reason for me to keep growing. So.
Oh, 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 the things, oh, the things, oh, the things that love.